Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is someone who's wearing the most comfy Patagonia sweater to record this episode. It's Zanandi Boetes.
Of course, I should have known. You love your sweater work in movies.
I
Your
do.
sweater. You always pick up on the sweaters. It's so funny. I also wear sweaters, but it's not like a thing that I really pick up on. And since you've been like talking about it so much, I go like, yeah, yeah, good sweater work. Mark would like this sweater.
I'm a big Patagonia sweater guy. I have several of them. I have Columbia. I have a huge hoodie game. I have way too many, and I live in Georgia, and it gets cold, but I have a lot of cardigans. I'm just, I'm not moving north, but I
I
like knowing that I have a plethora of sweaters.
and I mean you do have the option. Like if you go north, you'll be okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Just you know what that if tomorrow not tomorrow never dies, the day after tomorrow happens,
Yes.
I'll be warm.
You'll be okay. I mean, I remember one of my friends, she used to do merch at like big music festivals down here in South Africa. And she got this contact from a guy who had like old military Russian, like those big jackets. So she got a bunch of them on discount, and then she slapped the like music festival, the Opikopi logo thing onto it. And then we got it basically a cost price because, we're friends. Haha, friend discount. And those things, let me tell you, the day after tomorrow can happen. I'm ready. One must have a good kit for situations like that, for the tough weather.
Would you rather live in a Roland Emmerich movie, or would you rather live in a like in Roland Emmerich's world or the MCU's world where Titans pop out of the earth, Thanos gets rid of half the population, there's secret societies. I mean, just we have all the problems we have, but then we also have superheroes. Or do you want to live in a world where just catastrophe could happen at any second and it's horrifying?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like the way you put some of the MCU stuff, I feel like I already have to deal with shitty people like that. So.
In your backyard, just a Titan
But there
rises
is
up and
nothing I can do about the moon falling, you know? I,
yeah, that's
what do
true.
you
We can go to space and fight it with Patrick Wilson.
I mean, I don't think I can go to space because I don't think I have near the fitness level of any astronauts. So they're
Well,
probably going to tell me, sorry, girl.
okay, you need to learn how to become a driller then, and then they'll send you up there.
Oh, yes, of course. Just drill something. I
Yeah.
mean, I can definitely fake it. I can definitely wing my way, be some kind of consultant. Like, you need me. Only I know how to deal
Yada
with
yada.
moons falling.
You build the world's biggest trampoline.
With that movie. So,
Snorted. So this, talking about things falling from the sky, that was a really good inadvertent segue for Significant
actually,
Other, which
yeah, didn't
this
even think of.
movie's this movie's great, Zanandi. And you know what's crazy? A couple years ago, I did a promotion for this movie on Movies, Films, and Flicks because I do Paramount movies, and they were like, "Hey, we'll give you 5 digital copies of Significant Other." So I was like, "Awesome, yeah! Like, send me those digital copies." But then it turned out that it was a code that you had to go to Redbox, which isn't even working anymore. You had to go to Redbox, and you couldn't even own the movie, but it was good for a rental. And like, they just made this movie really hard to watch. Significant Other, and I feel like if this movie popped up on, say, a Netflix right now, there would be articles like this 2022 sci-fi film is tearing up the charts. Like, it's one of those movies where, yes, it's on Paramount Plus. Yes, Dan Burke and Robert Olsen were very happy with the marketing and the making of it. There was a bidding war. I'm sure everyone walked out with money in their pockets, but more people need to watch this film because it's the ideas in it are wonderful.
Exactly. And I mean, it's better than Bird Box. Way to sleep on this Netflix. No, but exactly. And I mean, I do love the fact that this actually started out as a COVID project. Like the guys, we were all in lockdown and whatever. And they're like, okay, how can we like make a movie that's like, on our phones, like just, with a small like cost. But then the concept ended up being so great that, like they got more funding to make it what it is, because I love the special effects in this. I love like, the whole like alien vibes. And I mean, we probably should tell people that you can't talk about Significant Other on a podcast without spoiling stuff. So if you haven't, stop right now, go watch it, and then come back and listen to us talk about the amazingness of all the twists and turns and so on and so on, and our favorite moments, which we all know our favorite moments, but
You're gonna love this. So Megan came in to watch this with me the other day, and at the end, when Ruth, so spoilers, right? So at first you think Ruth has been taken over by something, but it's actually her boyfriend or significant other, Harry, which a significant other and then significant other, just beautiful. But so at the end though, the aliens is like, hey, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna explain this movie. I never do it. This couple goes hiking. They've been together for 6 years. They they've proven love each other. They have like a unique bond. He finally gets her out camping. They go for like a week hike.
yeah, she hates hiking. She doesn't do it, but she's doing it for him because he kind of like subtly passive aggressively bullies her into it.
I mean, he seemed. I think he's been surfing with her, so maybe he seems genuinely excited about it. But yeah, maybe
He
he
does.
did.
I feel like his intentions are good, but like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so he gets her out there, and you know what? It would have been totally fine. But then he proposes to her. She says no. They make up,
it's a sneak attack
but
and
then
says
like
no.
yeah, it's definitely a sneak attack. And you know what I love too? He's like, I didn't even think about what would happen. Like, but they're both human. They're both very. I think they're both three-dimensional characters. I like them both.
Yes.
Then like she goes into a cave, she screams. You think that she's been taken over by an alien because the alien took over a deer, or in the beginning of the film the alien takes over a deer, the scout. But then you think she's the one who's done it, but it's actually her boyfriend. She kind of lies about it, gets him to the cliff. She has him propose again. She knocks him off the cliff. She runs away, finds some other hikers. Then it turns out that her boyfriend Harry is the alien the whole time. He kills the two hikers, and he's like, but then since he took over a human body, he experiences love for the first time. So I guess he's a scout that's been to multiple planets. They've killed multiple planets. This creature has been a scout on multiple planets, and that it has a genuine love for Ruth. So he's like, hey, let's just duck out of here, get in my ride, which is on the beach, and it's like an orb, looks like an egg. Let's get out of here. She leaves him in the water, a shark gets him. Eventually he chases her down again, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna take over your personality. But then he learns that by absorbing everything that Ruth has, it's way too much for him to handle. The panic attacks, the depression, whatever she's going on, she's actually really strong to be able to cope with this stuff, but the alien can't cope with it because what she's going through is so tough. It's such an interesting dynamic. And at the end she drives away and the alien's still around. But I just love that this alien tries to take over this character, and she's kind of so broken from her parents, alcoholism, divorce, just a malady of mental health issues. And then once the alien gets a taste of that, the alien has a panic attack. And then she
It's
squashes.
beautiful.
Yeah. And
It's
and I've never done that before, explaining a movie on MFF like that, Zanandi. But
beautiful.
it's
Good
such
job.
an it's such an interesting idea. So Megan came in to watch it with me, and she's like, man, that Ruth is really tough because
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that people who are dealing with depression or other
Right.
mental health issues are weak. But the fact that they can still exist with so much weight on their shoulders proves how strong they are. And she brought that up. I'm like, that's a great point. And it's an 84-minute movie that has a beautiful idea. It has something to say about, depression and relationships, cast perfectly, directed well. There's a shark in it. A shark gets his head ripped off, and it looks gorgeous. Like, this is a movie I love, and I would love to see more people watch it.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I really dig like that it's this concept that they managed to do with a whole alien like plots in it. But yeah, what I liked about it also is like, I mean, the alien is it's so the alien turns itself into a carbon copy of whoever it kind of like enters from whichever orifice or just hole it creates inside the person's body. Like, I mean,
Or
he does
orphan.
like, yeah, just kind of slash into beings and animals and stuff. But anyway, but yeah, like, and I mean, we have a lot of feelings as humans and stuff, but some of the strongest feelings that we do have, like obviously anger and those stuff too, but it's like love and pain, it's very strong emotions, and it's very upsetting emotions in a way, like, you know what I mean? Like love is it's a funny little thing. It's wild and unpredictable sometimes, and kind of can make people irrational. And so I love that, like with him, it was like, why don't you love me? All I want to do is love you. And I mean, you get the idea that he comes from like, a happy, non-broken family, doesn't understand the pain that she's going through because he says it like in anger, sure, but there's definitely like a barrier between what he understands and what she understands by actually having that pain and that like uncertainty and the depression that goes with it and the anxiety that goes with it and like it's all brokenness. I mean, that end speech, where she gets the alien to have a panic attack, all those things she's saying to her other self. I mean, that scene always gets me emotional because it's so well done. It's like freaking nailed it. Like that's exactly what it's like. And yeah, I mean, that toughness, like the fact that the alien couldn't cope with it because the alien's like, what the heck is this? Welcome to Earth. Welcome to being a human with these kinds of issues. And like,
Yeah.
it's just so fantastic. What a great concept. I just love this movie. I mean,
And the
yeah.
sweaters are great. And I love what the directors had to say about. They said they wanted to make it seem like it was going to be this Ex Machina style A24 heavy sci-fi. And then he's like, and then you get to have maybe a little bit more genre fun than you thought you were going to. Because when Harry turns out to be the alien, Harry's cheeky. Harry is
Oh my word, so funny.
just slicing people apart with finger knives, just lighting people up, controlling bodies. And it's fun. Like this alien just listen, like, and there's a scene where he tries to kill Ruth. He's like, I can't do it. Why? What is happening? Like, this alien doesn't
Goodbye.
understand love. Like, stop, man. Like, what the hell? And he's like, no, I love you. I genuinely love you. And it's also interesting too when the creature gets a taste of Ruth, he's like, oh, you love Harry. So like the two of them have this really deep love for each other. He's like, I don't, how do you explain that? Feelings pass, hurt passes, this passes, but love doesn't. And like they have this love for each other. I just, it's just neat. And then so here's three decisions I really like. They shot in 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio, which I really like because they wanted to capture the vertical majesty of the forest. So they wanted the trees to be big. They wanted the trees to seem massive, and the forest really does swallow you out there in the Pacific Northwest. Like here I am in the South, in Atlanta, Georgia. We have the mountains here. We have big mountains, big trees. But I feel like it's a different world than the Pacific Northwest mountains, and they did a really great job of just capturing how beautiful they are. And
Mm.
then secondly, I like that they weren't looking for chemistry of a couple who were madly in love.
Yeah.
They were like, we needed them to be strained. And the casting too, they said Maika's in her 20s, she travels a lot, she's younger, she's not settled, does just in her 20s. And Jake is married, has kids, and so they both come from totally different places. So even that chemistry between them's different because they come from such different places. So it's just so many smart decisions. And yes, they had worked with Maika before on Villains, but I really dig that several very smart decisions were made, and it turned out to be just a really good movie. It just, maybe some people don't like the twist, but I love that it goes that place because I didn't see that happening. I didn't see a shark eating Jake Lacy. Like I kind of wish that happened to him on White Lotus, but it didn't. So it's just a movie like 84 minutes and it tells you everything you need.
Exactly. And I mean, like, yeah, just on that note, I do like Jake Lacy playing bad guys. It just works. I think, yeah, like I told you, I think it's because he just kind of looks like this, average, nice, decent guy, like, but then so when he turns, it's kind of unsettling. I don't know, it unsettles me more than someone you'd expect to be bad, if you will. But I mean, I do think that they like director Dan Berk actually said, like, you can say to someone, it's like a romantic drama wrapped in a sci-fi thriller, sprinkled with horror with a little comedy glaze on it. And we see so many movies try to kind of use different genres all at once, and it doesn't always really pan out, or it feels a bit disjointed or a bit too much. But here it just works. Here, I think the pacing that they did And the fact that it's really, for most of the time, it's just the two. Like the two stranded hikers that we get. I mean, how much screen time did they have all in all? 10 minutes?
Hmm.
It's pretty much just Maika and Jake, which I think that worked so well for them to like play with the pacing here. Because yeah, as soon as the twist happened, like we had that horror moment where he kills the hikers, and then he immediately goes into the comedy, like it's a oh yeah, why this guy should have stayed in the deer, like, like immediately, like, and it makes you laugh because you just said like whoa twist, and that fingernail thing that he pulls out, like whoa. And then, haha, okay, this is funny now because the alien is like, what the hell? Why am I in this guy? This is weird.
This is rough. Like I love that idea though. Like, hey, I take over all of your thoughts, all of your consciousness, all of your DNA. And then once you get in a body, you're like, oh, like
Oof, yeah,
it's
this is
it's
rough.
it's like you see a brand new car, right? Shiny, chrome, beautiful. And then you sit in it and it has like the worst smells in the world. And you're like, oh man, I'm stuck in this thing now. Like I feel like that's what this alien was feeling. And that's a really weird example. But you know what I mean? Like you're like, hey,
I
I'm gonna
get
get
it.
you don't see it coming, and then you sit in it and you're like, ugh,
Yeah. What's
this
this
is
smell?
what is this? What is this crushing weight on my chest? What is this self-doubt? Like I'm an alien scout who has destroyed planets. Now I'm experiencing self-doubt. It's
Yeah.
a
Of this little creature and how I feel about it. Like, what even is this? I love you. I love you. Like, and Jake plays it so well. Like, he really, yeah, he's a good actor. I mean, they both are. I love like Maika's, she's got such a natural, like a groundedness just to her acting. It's really good. I also thought the casting was just fantastic. And they apparently had so much fun on set. Like they said there were days where they were like, yeah, okay, we can't spend any more time together, like, today, because we're just laughing too much and we're losing focus, like when we actually have to shoot scenes. So let's just spend some time apart. Um,
uh,
yeah, I mean, you could see because it comes together, there's a separation, but only in character and in story, the rest, the connection is there. And I think the balance of it was so well that by the end, when the alien is like, oh, you do really love him. And like you basically at the end realize the problem is not that she doesn't love him, it's the problem is that she doesn't love herself. That is the whole thing of it.
mhm.
That self-hatred and kind of crushing yourself down and like, yeah, getting yourself into a panic attack about things. That like, that horrible place to be. I mean, it's so good. Like, yeah, again, like I always get emotional at the end, and that's what this movie does. It really goes through, ooh, thriller, suspense. What's going to happen? Shock! She just pushed them off the cliff. Shock! He's an alien. Lol. Jokes, jokes, jokes. Like,
A
I
shark's
love
head
it.
gets ripped off.
The shark attack. I love it that she doesn't just, she stabs him in the chest, but she kind of knows that he can't die because she saw him fall off the cliff and come back. So she stabs him in the chest because she saw the shark in the water. Then she swims out, hoping that, like, yeah, follow me soon before the shark eats me, I guess. But at least she's a surfer, so she's a good swimmer. Here comes Jake, but he's bleeding all over the place. And boom, shark. I'm like, clever girl, clever girl.
Clever
And
girl. And then the shark's head gets ripped off. So she kills a
then
shark.
the poor shark. Like, I did feel
No,
sorry for the shark. Did the shark deserve that?
no,
No.
no. But I mean, it bought her some time, I guess. But and then he still wants her back. He's like, come on. Like, this is so
Yeah.
us. At one point, he says, like, she stabbed him, pushed him off a cliff, shark eats him. This is so us. Just
And I mean, I like that too, because there's also like this very eerie, almost creepy sense of like not coping with rejection. Because we had the whole thing with the proposal and she said no. And he was okay, but he was also not okay, obviously. I mean, but yeah, the way that it then played out with the alien who does it now, why don't you love me? Love me. It's like, dude, don't. That's not how you do it.
she's like, get away from me.
Leave her alone. Give her space.
You took the body of the man I
Give
love.
her
Like,
space. Not take her to space.
how often do these two talk though? Because on the hike they're talking about their first kisses and the like. What has their really like? Is he so he's in school working on his master's. She likes to surf. They both travel. He's done the trail 4 times before, so I'm presuming he's done it when they were a couple, not like 6 years prior. So what is their relationship, Zanandi? 6 years. Is he older? But no, he's working
I
on his master's.
Yeah, he might be a bit older. I mean, I don't really,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah.
just when they said 6 years, I'm like, that's like, what do they talk about? They seem to be comfortable together. But yeah, that's a long time.
I mean, I guess the more, yeah, time you spend with someone, the more you do get comfortable, and you don't necessarily just talk about those kind of things right off the bat.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know. Also, some people just don't really share, and it takes them a long time.
I you know what? One thing I do that's true.
So serious.
I don't like sharing. But the one thing I like too is in some movies when they force a couple liking each other and there's like weird laughs and they it doesn't feel organic. Like they kind of have to get that done early. So I like the bit about the music. I like that he turns it down and then turns it back up. Like he knows about that she likes vegetarian food. There's little moments I think that do a good job of like when they're talking about the kisses and then she gums them and then he has to set up the tent. Like I think they did a good enough job of establishing them as a couple who genuinely do like each other. And I like that because in lesser movies, when you have a couple and they're supposed to love each other, it hurts your soul a little bit because maybe it's the
Yeah.
writing or the forced aspect of it. I didn't get that totally here. Like I they I understood these two as a couple. I know I asked what they did for the 6 years, but I think that's a testament to the actors is they both had good chemistry, but they were both in different places, but they still seem to work.
Yeah, I felt like a very strong sense of friendship also between them, which I think works. Like, I mean, you have to kind of be best friend with your significant other. Like,
Yeah.
it should be the person that you share, your first snog or whatever. Like those type of conversations. Like, I got that feeling like they're very comfortable with each other even though she was uncomfortable going on a hike, but just because she was scared. Like he
Mhm.
literally had to give her a pep talk before they left the car because she was genuinely like, "Oof, can I do this now?" I mean, we saw her getting so tired when stuff was happening, and yeah, okay, she wasn't sleeping and eating and what, but she didn't have that level of fitness. I mean, it's you have a different fitness when you swim versus when you hike versus when you like, cycle or whatever. So she's clearly not used to it. So
Mhm.
that, like, I think there was an uncomfortableness between the two of them. It was more of the situation she found herself in. And then, of course, it got to a point, like, it all came crashing down when he proposed to her. Because, I mean, she loved the view. He took her up to this beautiful view looking like over the ocean. And then, will you marry me? And she's like, ah,
It's like, dude, just take the win. Like he had a win. It
you
was a
know,
gorgeous view, and it was any other day it would have been a safe hike. So it's like he had the win, and then, but it's, you know what though? He said he didn't think it through. Like, how many times have you done something and you're like, well, I didn't think that this wouldn't work. Have you ever done that before or no?
ooh, me.
Yeah, it's nothing
Yeah,
that big though.
I have been known to be impulsive, so yes.
Yeah, like, but like the
Yeah, I mean,
acting.
she tells him, why
Yeah.
didn't you tell me? We didn't speak about it. And when they have spoken about it, she said she doesn't want to. So
Hmm.
like they had the conversation. Like she's like, we had the conversation. You said you were fine with, you know how I feel about it. And he was like, yeah, I just thought I'd. I'm like, you doofus.
You doofus.
Give your girlfriend a panic attack.
After a great win, like
I mean, I'm definitely more team Ruth, in this movie, but like I root for Harry. I want him to be a good guy, but Harry needs some work, is what I'm saying.
I mean, they both do, right? Like maybe that's what brought them together. I don't know, but
But
yeah,
exactly,
he definitely.
exactly.
But you know what though? How many people understand what it's like for people who really do suffer from depression? You know, like people with
Yeah,
depression. It's been proven like they spend more time thinking about themselves, right? Because they're so busy focused on just getting by day to day, focusing on themselves and how they're going to get up and how they're going to deal and what their triggers are. That like some people are like, oh, you're just being selfish. You're like, "Well, I think this person's like, no, I'm just trying to like exist." And so I think a lot of people take like depression as selfishness, but I do think sometimes because you just worry about yourself a lot. So I think not a lot of people who don't suffer from that don't really understand it. It's like the aliens, they had never felt that before. And then when they felt it, they went, woof, this is horrifying. They've never lived in each other's shoes. Like he doesn't understand that. I guess he could try, but I guess he just never understands the pressure on her. He should just listen to her and understand what she's going through. But it's just, this is why I like this movie. You have really interesting concepts. I don't know. I wish people would watch this. I wish people would kind of like watch this and kind of understand maybe what people who have a lot of just weight on their chest feel, because I think it might help them.
Yeah, exactly. It might, because it really does, yeah, show what it is, and also kind of like how it feels to live with depression and be in a relationship, because it's a very tricky thing. Because yeah, people might think like, I mean, I have depression, and people might think like we're selfish and whatever, but I mean, like almost all the time, every day, I'm thinking about how, like, I don't want to upset my significant other. I don't want to upset, like, the people around me. So it's like how you have to cope with kind of like both sides, not just how you're feeling and how you're
Oh,
dealing with it, but also the other person that doesn't have that doesn't know what it's like. I mean, it took like a long time for me to like even just open up to it, Corey, and really talk to him about it, because you like you kind of feel like if people don't understand, then they don't understand. Like they'll ask you if they want to know something, or because you're so scared of like bringing it up and then completely rejecting it or completely not understanding what you're saying, and kind of freaking them out or something. So you kind of just don't say anything, which doesn't help. And I mean, I think this showed it very well, because they clearly never really talked about her anxieties and her depression. I mean, the fact that he's just like, well, yeah, like your parents fucked you up more than you think. And it's like, dude, I'm the one drinking medication. I know this. Really? You want to come and insult me like this? You don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I guess that's why I root for Ruth just a little bit more, because I could just relate with her on this one.
No,
But
absolutely.
but I mean, I absolutely get that too, because I as someone who tries to like not make your depression like other people's problems, which is like a lot of people, um it's difficult because yeah, it's like I say, it's a double weight.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And this is really random, but some people were hating on like pop punk and Linkin Park and Blink 182 the other day. And I kind of felt happy
Mm.
for them because I was like, thank goodness that you've never had to cling to some of their lyrics for dear life during a really hard
Exactly.
time in your life.
Exactly.
Uh,
Like got you through that one night you wanted to do something really bad.
yeah, exactly. And like, thank goodness you never had to do that. Because
Exactly.
you have to understand a lot of people have clung on to them for dear
Yeah.
life to keep their sanity for certain amounts of time. So, but I think, even people who think they're out there being like super funny or pithy, or they're really like, oh, I'm just like, oh, I'm really open, but then they still make fun of that. That just shows they still don't understand that kind of hurt. So I'm happy for them. It's a weird feeling. I'm like, guys, this is mean, but at least you've never had to do that. So yeah, I know what you're saying about. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying. I can never completely understand, but I understand what you're saying. But
Yeah.
it's also, I just want to go real quick. There's a moment in this movie when he goes, "I come in peace." And it's just such a like it's such a stupid line from the alien to
Right.
say, "Come in peace."
I
What
was
in
kind of like, did he say that because he knew that as a human this would sound funny, or as a human would expect an alien to say this because this is what humans think, and he now has a human brain? I thought that was so funny. And like you say, it's such a stupid thing for an alien to say. I covered in peace.
And he just has this stupid look on his face when he says it. And it's just really interesting that an alien gets a panic attack because it experiences what a human experiences. I just love that. It's and like you said, this idea must have evolved and it must have morphed. And I just wish more people would watch it. There's so many movies I wish more people would watch. And I think this
Yeah.
is one of them. I mean, it's not a hard sell. Maika Monroe's great. Jake Lacy's building an audience. It's 84 minutes. There's a shark. Just watch it, people. And
Yeah.
there's like a theme I just really love about it. And also, this is really random, but I watched a movie called Silent Night the other night by John Woo. It's about a guy who his son is killed and he gets, let's see, I think he gets shot in the throat. So he can't talk anymore. So he basically just goes insane and he withdraws from his marriage. His wife leaves him and he just spends an entire year training to get revenge on these people who killed his son. And it's really depressing. But what's interesting about it is the guy, he's not a righteous avenger. You know, in some of these revenge films, like you killed my son, but they still keep their sanity. Like they're just like the
Yeah.
righteous avenger. This is a revenge movie that the guy's broken from day one and he stays broken through day 60, 365. It's a really interesting concept, I guess, for me to watch that. So it's kind of neat when you see a movie where that sort of flips the revenge genre on its head or flips the romantic drama ex machina aliens lands on earth thing. Like it was I like when my when things subvert my expectations,
Yes.
and that's what this movie did. And I'm just gonna say it again. You should watch it because it's
Yes,
good.
everyone watch it. Because I think a lot of people just missed it because the marketing was kind of nothing. And I mean, I would never have known about this movie if we don't do the horror awards at the end of every year. And I go and like, okay, obscure horror movies that everybody missed this year, lists on the internet. Ah, Significant Other. This looks interesting. I mean, I wouldn't have known about this if it wasn't for that, you know? Like,
Yeah,
so yeah, no. But I do like that I've yet to like everyone I've told about this movie that's seen it has liked it. So that's nice
because it's a good
because it is
idea.
something a bit different and it's fun to watch. And yeah, it's not 3 hours long and it plays so well with like the different genres and it's a good idea and it looks great. Those redwoods look great. Like, I mean, yeah, I love
The
it.
aspect ratio is great. The trees look huge.
Interesting, weird, funny alien.
Yeah, and like I'm not trying to be weird, but like Michael Monroe, she's just very watchable. She's very natural. She has a instincts to her that you don't really see with other actors. And I've always enjoyed her in The Guest and It Follows. And Watcher's
Yes.
okay, but she's really good in it. And it's a I don't know. I really like that she jumps into these genre films. Like just she kind of like she did that Independence Day movie, and I don't think she's done another big one since. But I like that she popped up in these genre films. It probably helps them get made. Like there's a power
Yeah.
that certain actors can have to land a director $1 million to get a movie made. Like I think Nick Cage has been doing that for well over a decade. Like Mandy doesn't get made without him. So it's cool that she's dropping into movies like this. You know, they probably shot this in a month. They prepped 3 weeks later. Jake Lacy got the script. 3 weeks later, he was out in in the Pacific Northwest making this movie. So it probably happened quick, came together quick. You bring in two pro actors, put some great sweaters on them, add a shark, and you got a cool movie. And but you know it's I don't know. I love the twist. Like there's very have you ever watched a movie and you're not really watching it, like you don't really, but then you get really drawn into it, and then it brings something new, and then you go, oh, like that's I love when how many times has that happened to you? A movie just catches you off guard.
Yeah, exactly, especially with us watching so many movies. And that's exactly what happened when I watched this again. Like I thought, okay, I mean, I've seen this now 2, 3 times. Like I just want to have a refresher before we do the pod. I ended up not like doing my research while writing, doing my research while watching the movie. I I didn't even look at my computer. I was so drawn into it because that's just how good it is. And that's why I think people watch the movie and they actually like it because yeah, what a fun little flick.
Can I ask you something? Like, a lot of people complain about how things disappear on streaming, but if it wasn't for streaming, a lot of these movies wouldn't get made. A lot
Mm,
of people complain about
yep,
Hitman, and they're like, it
yep.
should have been in theaters. But Richard Linklater has said over and over and over again, he's like, no studio wanted this. Studios would not make this movie. Not one studio wanted Hitman. And Netflix is like, we love this. We'll take it and we'll promote it and we'll put it in some theaters for awards. And then everyone goes, oh, it's going to get lost on Netflix. It's like, no, but it wouldn't. The, like,
It wouldn't be made.
yeah, exactly. Like, it
Otherwise.
wouldn't be distributed. Like, what do you like? No, okay. No major company wanted to put this in theaters. Netflix was like, we love this and we'll promote the heck out of it and we'll put up billboards and we got your back. Like, we'll put this on there. This movie will be seen by a lot of people. And you know what? They talk about movies disappearing on streaming, but how many movies show up in the box office? They make 10 million, then they have a 60% drop, 4 million, and then a week later they're out of theaters and then they go to streaming. Like, it's been the same thing for forever. And so, yes, I want to hate the fact that this was maybe on Paramount Plus and not many people watched it, but this wouldn't have been made
Yeah,
if it
yeah,
wasn't for streaming.
exactly.
So it's
I
like
just,
a catch 22.
I think people just want everything. I think we're greedy.
Context,
I think we're,
context.
I think we're an incredibly greedy species, is what I think.
And alien
Like
takes
that's why we'll never be happy with anything. It'll always be, but why don't I have this? But why don't I have this? And it's like, oh, this movie is in the cinemas for too long. We can't afford it. We're gonna go out streaming. It's out on streaming. Like, why is it in the cinemas anymore? Like, oh my gosh, just can't. It just can't. Like, can't keep people happy.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I mean,
I
there's
mean,
no
I've
way to.
seen the debates on Twitter with like people saying, why don't people go to theaters anymore? It's just like this. And then people are like, dude, especially people with kids, that
Yeah,
becomes an
exactly.
expensive trip. Do you, not everyone's as rich as your ass. Like, honestly, it's actually so disrespectful to tell everyone, go use your like hard-earned money and go spend it all on you so that my movie can have a sequel. Like, I don't know where that accent
I
came
would
from.
purposely
I'm
avoid
so
that
sorry.
movie.
I apologize, everybody.
I love this person. It's just, you know what's funny? And they're like, I need a sequel, but it's one of the most obscure ideas ever for a movie
Yeah.
that would just have a niche audience. And they're like, oh, no one showed up to the theater to watch it. I love that voice. Just
Oh
gonna,
my word.
that'll be a sticker. But we can't hear the accent though.
True. Maybe like a talking button. You just press it.
And
We really
just,
need to do this merch thing, Mark.
yeah, I want to do stickers. I don't think shirts would be popular, but I think stickers would be cool. Like, because you can just put it on your computer or put it on your water bottle. Like, that's what I do. I have a water bottle that's completely plastered. I have a cooler
Or,
that's plastered in stickers. I have a computer that's plastered in stickers.
or you can just like sell logos and then
Oh yeah.
people can print their own t-shirts or hoodies or whatever.
Oh
Just buy
yeah.
your
The MFF cardigan. The movies, films, and flannel. Movies, films, flicks, and flannel.
flannel. A deep blue sea sweater. I mean,
Oh. I know we kind of waxed about, we got like a little in depth, and maybe I didn't explain it as well as I could in this film, but if I just, it's cool that we talked about this. Like, you and I have talked about some films before that are just good and they're fine. And there's really no narrative meat to get into. But I
yeah,
think this one has that. And it does it in 84 minutes. It's crazy.
which is great. I mean, that's when I know something is good. It's when you don't need all the time in the world to get this, yeah, very simple but effective and layered narrative, which, and it's enough for everybody because, yeah, obviously not everyone's depressed and not everyone is like, literally going to relate to Ruth like other people might, but that's fine. There's more than enough for them to still like love and appreciate, the whole relationship between the two of them. It's so it's such a tangible relationship. I think a lot of people can, they get what's going on here. They get the little like little microaggressions, all the little things happening. There's enough to read without making it feel bloated, without making it feel preachy, without making, it's
Hmm.
it's it's very unassuming in a way. And I mean, gosh, I just love it.
Yeah.
We do talk about a lot, like, movies, talk about movies like this, but it has been a while. You are right. I remember when we started off with the pod,
Oof,
like
heavy.
the deep stuff, the
Hmm.
deep, Blackcoat's daughter and the Candymans and the Doctor's Leaves. And then
Yeah.
we went to we so we're
Scream.
coming to our thriller phase, our chatty thriller phase.
Yeah, we finished up the Scream franchise, and then now we're doing a hodgepodge now, and I like it. It's
Yes,
fun.
it is fun. Exactly.
But do you want to do our anti-date movie draft?
Let's do it. The movie you should not probably watch on a first date with someone.
Or the movie like just
Or, maybe, yeah, if your quirks are on the same page, then sure.
but let's say that it's you both aren't expecting this experience. Like you're going like you're hey
Things
this
might feel awkward
yeah.
afterwards.
Oh, I like these two. I'm gonna go see it. So what's the one you're gonna pick first?
I think I'm going to start with my favorite one on the list for me, and that is The Worst Person in the World.
Oh
It's so
gosh.
good. I love that movie. And I think if I had to watch it on a first date with Corey, I might never have seen Corey again. Like, bye. I'm on my own now. I can't do this. No, I can't do the dating thing. No, I'm going to, yeah, just sit behind my computer and do my graphic design.
Yeah, that one gets yeah.
Guys, yeah. Whew.
And it
Makes
like
you feel things.
yeah, not those and not things you want on a first date.
No,
No.
but I love the movie. I think it's so good.
Oh yeah, it's
Like
awesome.
some of my favorite moments ever in movies isn't that. Like it's just so good.
It's like I'm looking at the Criterion Blu-ray right now. I love that movie. Very
Right.
pretentious. Makes me happy. So I'm gonna go from experience and I'm gonna take a movie called The Last Kiss. And it's with Zach Braff. Like he's married and then like he cheats on his wife with Rachel Bilson. And it's supposed to be like this it was marketed as like this romance movie, but then you watched it and like this is just navel gazing, terrible, horrible, unromantic stuff.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Like,
Yeah.
how bad is bad, Mark?
Oh
Is it
well,
so bad I need to watch it bad?
no, no,
Or
no,
something
no, no. It's like
that's gonna
mediocre.
ruin your day?
So it's like Zach Braff, Casey Affleck, Eric Christian Olsen. They face the prospect to turn 30 and losing the freedom of their youth. And then for Zach Braff, it's difficult. And he's like he's married to Jacinda Barrett. He has a kid, and he has a panicked reaction to the onset of adult responsibilities, and it sends him
Oh,
into the
yeah.
arms of another woman.
Man
And
child.
yeah, it's marketed as an American romantic comedy drama. And when you watch it, you're just like, I hate these people.
Okay. So
Get
yeah,
me out
just
of here.
like the worst people.
Yeah, like
The
it's
worst
just
people in the world.
but the way it was marketed, because you'd seen Garden State, you're like, oh, okay, like this is cool. It's romance. It's marketed as a romance comedy, and it's not, and it's just depressing. So I'm gonna take that one.
That's a good one. No, that's a good one. I'll take Midsommar.
Yeah,
Imagine taking your dates on first date on that. Like, I mean,
3 hours of just anguish and bear costumes and death.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think, yeah, like I just see the couple, like, the couple, the first date couple walking out of the theater and literally not talking to each other and just both going their own ways.
yeah,
Like, never
just
talking to each other again.
never. And then they see each other and they're like, oh, that was bad.
At least one of them going onto Twitter saying, I just had the worst date ever.
Just dude, he took me. They took me to this movie called. Just I hate it. It's terrible. So on that, I'm gonna go with Drive because
No.
the original trailers, they got sued. The people who made the trailers got
Yeah.
sued for a misleading trailer, and I
Yeah.
think that's a good one to add because you're like, oh man, it's Ryan Gosling and like he's super hot right now, and oh, it's Carrie Mulligan and like oh, they're gonna be romantic and they're driving and there's driving scenes and he has to protect her from criminals and she's in trouble and all this kind of stuff. And then you watch it and you're just like, oh no, this is this is not it. This is not the good one for me.
Right.
I'm out of this. So yeah, that's the my pick.
Perfect. I love it. Cool. I'm gonna go for something else real quick and say teeth.
Oh,
Because you need at least one cheeky one in there. But
oh
yeah, I
yeah.
don't think Teeth is a first date movie. Unless,
No.
again, your quirks are so similar that you can both really enjoy the movie. And then I guess you've met your soulmate. So well done. You
Eh,
can like have Teeth play in the background of your wedding.
Wait, high risk, high reward movies.
High risk, high reward.
No, wait. Yeah, because you have a chance of just never talking to each other again, or you can meet your soulmate.
Exactly.
Like if you go see 27 Dresses, you're just gonna be like, that was fine, like whatever. Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna be like, you liked it? You liked it? Like, let's get married if you both like 27 Dresses.
Let's talk about it for the rest of the evening and then sleep. Then you know it's your
Oh,
person, probably,
oh.
perhaps, not necessarily, but perhaps.
Then since you did Teeth, this is random, but it's another high schooler one. I'm gonna take Spontaneous.
I love spontaneous. It's so sad.
Like, and just kids blowing up, and there's a
Oh,
relationship in there that's nice.
and I love that guy. He
Yeah,
was so sweet.
and then everyone just, you know,
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good movie. We should maybe cover it if we get to a place one day where we don't know which movies to talk about anymore, or our list is completely done with,
I mean,
which I don't think is ever going to happen. But
it's a rich movie, and we like the director a lot. The writer, Duffield,
yes,
he did No One Will Save You.
yes, exactly, exactly. Maybe just do a Duffield draft eventually.
Oh hell, we you know what? We should just do an episode about his movies and each pick two or something. I don't know.
Yes, yes. The Brian Duffield appreciation episode.
Ooh, I like that. And then we'll just
I
draft
love
his
that.
movies.
That's fun. Okay, so next up, let's go with Anatomy of a Fall, which is
Ooh.
borderline, right? Borderline,
You both, if you both are cinephiles, you'll both walk out and be like, that was awesome.
right? And
But
again, then you would know. But it's risk. It's a risky
that's
move.
right. That kitchen scene when they are just unloading on each other, like if you two both are like, that was a great scene, that was cracking dialogue, then you're set.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'm actually going to take an Anatomy of a Fall off this list because I think Marriage Story would probably be better. Not that I'm picking it, but yeah, I think that's more what we're going for here.
Oh man, Noah Baumbach just working stuff out.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take The Breakup, actually.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
I
That's a
love The Breakup. This movie didn't do very well. I think people like at that point like were like, why isn't Jennifer Aniston in a like happy ending rom-com type of vibe? But I enjoyed it. I thought the two of them on screen had such great chemistry. I liked that it was different. It kind of subverted it for me a bit. Like I just, yeah, I dug The Breakup. I thought it was pretty cool.
I like the idea of it, and the whole thing's so sad. It's a
Yeah,
sad movie.
it is. Like it's like, oh, so you two can't work it out.
Yeah,
So you just stop. You're just
and
gonna be petty about it. Oh, so human.
it's easier to take than like Revolutionary Road with Winslet and DiCaprio just screaming at each other the entire time. I got a good one. You inspired me. I'm gonna take Closer because that's
I have
also
Closer on my list. I have
because
it on my list.
that's a movie where you're like, oh, it's like a date movie. It's like a sexy
Oh.
movie, and then you watch it and you're like, these people are miserable.
I mean, yeah, it goes from 60 to I feel depressed now. Like I just like, want to go home and cry myself to sleep. Not talk
Right?
to people for a week. Yeah.
It's
No. I also put that on my list because oh my gosh, not a first date movie.
no,
No.
and just imagine sitting someone next to someone when all these people are just being
And
horrible
you
to each
don't
other.
know. It's a first date, which
Yeah.
like you guys don't know. We're assume like that's the idea. You don't know each other. It's not, oh, we've been friends since forever, so we know each other's quirks. It's like,
Hmm.
no, you don't know each other. You have to sit next to someone like that and watch Closer. No,
Oh
thank you.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm married.
Yeah. Jesus. Don't. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, we still got a couple left, but yeah, I'm gonna go another classic and say Gone Girl. Because I mean,
Yeah. The blood of Neil Patrick Harris. But if you both walk out going Rosamund Pike should win an Oscar, then you're set.
then you'll say. But also you'll probably be thinking, are you a sociopath too?
I'm gonna smash your head in.
And how would I know? Would I have to be married to you for how many miserable fucking years before finding out that you're a complete sociopath?
And then he
No,
stays with
thank
her.
you.
He stays
Goodbye.
with her at the end. It's
Please
just
delete my number. Blocked.
like the person you're with is like, oh, Rosamund Pike, like I love her character, like she's awesome. I'd marry her, and you're like, what? Uh, I'm out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers.
So
Cheers, goodbye.
I'm going back to the Gosling thing here, but I'm gonna say Blue Valentine
Yeah,
because
quite a good
the
one.
way that
Also,
movie's marketed, they're on the bus kissing, he's playing the guitar and she's dancing and he's grabbing her face and smooching her. And you could be led to believe that if you like the Notebook, if you haven't watched, this came before Drive, I believe, or no, it probably came after Drive. But if you're a big fan of Crazy Stupid Love and the Notebook, and you're like, oh, hey, like, let's go watch this Gosling picture. And then that hotel scene happens
ugh, yeah.
and you're just, what I think is why I like picking this one, The Last Kiss, is you going like, oh hey, like it's a romance with Gosling, and then you just get put through the ringer. Like it's it's one of those it's one of those movies where you just, hey, oh, this looks good, and then you just get slapped in the face and you walk out of the theater kind of dazed. So I mean, obviously, if you're cinephiles, that'll be cool, but it's just not going to be. Yeah, I'm coming from a very naive angle. So like the first movie I ever watched with Megan was Drag Me to Hell, and we loved it because it's hilarious and it's fun. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, we didn't watch Blue Valentine first because there's no laughter to be had,
No,
and it's just
no.
permeated in sadness and uncomfortableness. Okay, you want some more popcorn? Like, you want some soda? Like, just there's no laughs, there's no thrills, there's no jumps. Just you're locked in
Exactly.
a blue hotel room, miserable.
Miserable. And
Yeah.
then feeling miserable on your first date. No.
Like, I guess it's one thing if you know, like, oh man, I heard this movie Drive is like messed up. You want to go see it? Yeah. But it's like, hey, yeah. And it's like, oh, hey, did you see the trailer for that movie Drive? It looks fun. Let's go check it out. And you just die inside as heads explode.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, if you're like a horror fan and you're like, oh, a teeth is showing like somewhere, and there's like little obscure cinema that nobody knows. They're doing a showing. You want to go watch? Yeah, I love horror. Let's like I haven't seen this one. Then I guess you can go watch Thief. I mean, like at the worst, you might just end up friends, which isn't really like so bad.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
you have friends in this world.
Not like the Hatfields versus McCoys, and like become enemies, feud for decades. This is probably our best draft. This was awesome.
And I mean, so many others. Like what?
Yeah.
Like Get Out. Get Out's also a good one that you can put on.
Oh yeah. But see, that
Like,
one ends with some fun, like audience pleasing moments.
yeah.
If remember if the original ending happened, then that probably would be a
Oh,
great
right.
movie.
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, it was still kind of like, are you
Yeah,
guys
no.
gonna get out of this? Like,
Oh man. Yeah. So I'm looking through this list right now, and I'm happy. Drive is on here. I'm a lot of the movies we picked. Oh,
yeah, no.
Imagine going to like
It's
American Psycho with somebody.
Oh, no, thanks. No, no.
Wait, someone
I
said
wouldn't
that The
even.
Notebook is a.
If someone asked me you want to go watch American Psycho, I would just say no, no, and I'm not dating you, so no.
You know what's interesting? The Notebook was picked in a list, and they said it's this the reason to not take a date to it because your date's just going to be like, Ryan Gosling's gorgeous. I don't know if I
Oh,
like that reason.
no, I don't. No, that's okay. Let's not.
And what there are terrible movies too, like Bride Wars or that one with Dario and Upton where they meet a guy at airport and they're just terrible to each other and the movie is just wildly uncomfortable. Or like a Baywatch that's just terrible.
Yeah, it's just a terrible movie. But at least then you can just laugh at how terrible it is with someone, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have a hotel room fight that just drags you into oblivion like Blue Valentine. You just have a guy getting his balls stuck in a beach chair in Baywatch.
I mean, yeah, listen, but yeah, I guess that would also not be the funnest experience.
You're just rolling the dice when you go see movies with people, Zanandi.
Right? I feel like maybe just have your first date like with the movie at home or something.
Yeah, get coffee.
Go get coffee, get to know each other, and then yeah, first movie, maybe at home, maybe something you've already seen or like something you've curated. Oh my
Yeah,
word.
find out what they like and be like, oh, you like that? Let's go watch that.
Exactly.
Not, hey, let's go watch Teeth.
Ah, I heard Cannibal Holocaust is playing.
That sounds fun. There's been a lot of zombie movies lately, and there's just like this cannibal Holocaust film. Let's go watch that.
It is like a documentary. Oh, I love documentaries. Let's go.
Thirst? Oh, that looks fun. It's like a vampire love story. You like Twilight.
Yeah. Squid and the Whale. Wait.
Squid and the Whale.
Any no one bombard divorce movie, really.
Oh, yeah, that is a great divorce movie.
Stay away.
Yeah, anything with
For
Noah
the first
Baumbach and divorce, stay away
time.
from.
Yeah.
All right, Zanani, where can people find you before we get out of here?
Currently on a spaceship, leaving planet Earth to see if things are better out there. I'll let you
Let me
guys know.
know. I
What?
hope don't go to any alien planets and then take over their bodies and learn how complicated they are and have a panic attack.
I mean, listen, if it's anything like these kind of aliens, then like I'll give them a panic attack. So I'll be good. I'll be good.
You know what I love? I love how Earth is saved because humans, when their bodies are taken over, that we're just too complicated. The aliens are like,
Yeah.
this sucks.
Like feelings suck, which like, yes, it does. We agree, aliens. Feelings are very complicated and messy and can be overwhelming. And
No thanks. And they get in their little eggs and drive away.
bye. Please, can I get a planet where there's no feelings?
He's like, I've taken over so many others. Like these aliens are jerks.
Consciousness is overrated.
They made me watch Teeth.
When is this coming out?
Wait, if aliens came down to Earth and you just wanted to depress them and like never, so we picked 10 movies. If you had an alien, if you had to show an alien one of these movies to make them just be like, yo, like I'm out of here, which one would you pick?
And they can feel what we feel.
Yeah, or just like, man, humans suck, or this was bad. Like I hate this. This is gross. I'm out of here.
Never let me go.
Oh yeah, like poor clones.
No, this is what we just do. Why
Yeah,
these people are messed up.
you know what they do to
Or
each other down
maybe,
there?
or maybe like, what's the worst Marvel movie?
That's a great question.
I'd actually just want to see their reaction to it.
Like this is
If
the
they
greatest
find
movie
us
ever made.
creative or very fucking stupid.
Show them like Larry Crown. They would just want to blow. They would just want to blow up our planet, though. After watching that, that would give the
Right?
opposite.
Exactly.
I hate
Like we
everybody.
can't show them Independence Day. They would freak.
Independence Day 2. It's like, man, this sucks. Thanks for letting us know. Now we won't. Now we'll seal up our hard drive so a nuke can't be shot into our spaceship.
Or we show them moon and say this is our history. Like
Yeah,
this will
moon.
happen. This is like this happens. Like
Yeah, it's going on right now on the moon.
yeah,
Sam Rockwell's up there.
exactly.
Hey, thank you for joining me, Zanandi.
It's been fun. So fun. Thanks.
Awesome. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Zanandi Boetas, this is Movie Sounds of Flicks. We'll see you next week.